Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4. Continuing on with Operation Enduring Francedom, my attempt to survive as France during World War II, and it's really not been a matter of survival for some time now. The Germans have been beat, and now it's just really rounding up the rest of the Axis and finishing them off. Now, all that's left is Italy, Turkey, who recently joined the war. I have no idea why they joined the war. That's suicidal, honestly, because they have to fight the Soviet Union, me, all the other allies, pretty much by themselves with no assistance, and the Japanese, who have pretty much been losing the war against China for some time now, and I'm really not all that threatened by. And it looks like other allied forces are really showing up here, so not too worried about the future here. Right now, we're trying to capture Istanbul. It does look like the Soviet Union has done a naval invasion over here. We've captured an island that is controlled by Italy, and there's only one more Italian possession that I know about. And we might as well do another invasion plan here. So, naval invasion from here to here. You can go ahead and do that whenever you're ready. Okay. Now, let's go and focus on Africa here, where most of my focus is currently pointed. All right, we managed to capture this port. And I am marching troops over here to capture this port. I'm going to go ahead and send these troops down there as well. Oh, okay. That move's going to be problematic, but we'll let it go for now. You know what I might do is just have these guys move here instead. And we'll just count on these guys being the one that cut off supply from the port to the rest of the troops here. And right now I'm just trying to murder the rest of the opposition here. You know what? I'm going to take these tanks, and I'm going to start sending them down. I don't see a reason to send all my tanks up here. But we're going to squeeze these guys and finish them off. And that will be pretty much the end to the Italians, hopefully. Ooh, I can modify the government again. Who is left to modify that we would want to? We could do like some kind of air combat thing. Like ace generation chance. Okay, that sounds cool to me. Oh, and I do need to start sending more air missions over here. So these guys are already set to... They're all set to the Western Balkans, so we'll switch that over to Asia Minor. And over here... I think I switched... No, I didn't switch any of them. Okay, you go over to Asia Minor. And then we'll take a look at Asia Minor here in a second. So we do have some range issues with a lot of these guys, but they'll do their best nonetheless. And it'll at least give us air superiority, which should give us bonuses for the most part. Alright. So we've captured Istanbul. Now what I'd like to do is just continue to push here. And then once we get like a decent front going, although the Soviet Union being here might actually cause that to be complicated, but we'll just continue to push. And see what we can do. And we're getting factories along the way. Where do we put them? Well, it looks like we need a fair number of medium tanks. We need some light tanks. And we need some mechanized. Oh, actually we don't have enough to make mechanized. And while I'm thinking about it, let me go over to the units here. I'm going to edit these guys. I'm going to switch a couple of these over to mechanized. So mechanized, mechanized, mechanized. They'll make them a little bit slower, but it should make them more effective overall. All right. Let's start the push here. Oh, and we have a unit over here possibly causing problems. How about I come back over here so we don't get cut off? Where do I have battle plans with no units assigned? Is it this? What are you talking about? There's no units assigned. There, is that better? Okay. Looks like the Soviets were beaten back here, but this shouldn't be too difficult to force our way through. I mean, huge numbers advantage right now. Although supply is seeming to be an issue. I'm confident we'll be able to finish that guy off. Okay. Now it's time to grab these guys and these guys and get into the desert here. Okay, you're going there already. And you know what? I'm going to split off. Only one guy really needs to go in here. You know what? How about you guys go in there? You will be joining the Red Army, by the way. Instead, you guys going in there. All right. So now it's time to kill all these guys who should have low supply. I'm already attacking here, so I'm going to attack here just so this guy doesn't try anything funny. This guy might try and escape on me, though. That's kind of why I wanted that one there, and we haven't really finished the cutoff. So how about you come over to here, and that should finish the cutoff of supplies. I mean, they should still be low on supplies any way you cut it, but how about you hop in there? You guys are still moving, as are you. All right. Well, the British are helping me out here by moving around and doing things. Come back over here. Have we managed to cross? No, they're sending reinforcements. It's almost like we need a naval invasion here as well. All right, there goes that naval invasion anyway. Okay. Now you have this stupid battle plan and I don't know what you're doing. Or you've captured that. Now you can cross in here because there's nothing stopping you. Matter of fact, it looks like my allies have already done that. Maybe we can distract them here. If anything, I can navally land guys behind them. Nothing stopping me from doing that. How about you run up here and capture that city? And then what we'll do is we'll take half of these guys. Half. We'll tell them to stop attacking. And we'll instead just wait, I guess, for the base that we want to have captured, and then we'll land over there. And then we can draw an offensive line. Alright, just start attacking. These guys have, like, no organization or anything. No, wait, I lie. Don't start attacking. Move there. That will truly start the cutoff. You can attack, that's fine. You can attack, that's fine. The other stuff, I want to strategically redeploy. And how about you go over there? Okay. All right, we finished the cutoff. start fighting here. And why don't you hop down and capture this port? The more ports we capture, the more cut off from supplies they are. All right. Let's focus back on Turkey here. Almost have what we need. There we go. Get over there. Oh, no, not like that. Oh, that's right. If there's a path, it won't let me navally do stuff. That's dumb. As a matter of fact, I might not be able to navally do anything because I do have a path. Like, for instance, if I selected a unit here, and then I told it to come over here, it's going to do the long way around because it's dumb. So, yeah. That is a problem with the game. And, you know, maybe there's a selection where I can tell them to do things navally. Let's see. All right, well, now I got a problem here. So let's do this again. Split in half. Stop attacking. Okay, with that done. I really don't know a way to do this. I guess we just do a naval invasion somewhere. That's not really a bad plan anyway. Either way, you cut it. So going from Istanbul, and we'll have you pop in here to go significantly behind their lines. And then we do need naval stuff. So let me grab this fleet and change its mission. So get rid of that. Okay. And then you're going to do Black. Oh, I can't do the Black Sea because they have the other side. Okay, well, forget that. Instead, all right. Let's redo that then. Delete that. Instead, do a naval invasion from here. And it doesn't really matter where you show up. I guess go here. We should have the naval intelligence. There you go. There's nothing important there, but at least it gets you across. Okay. What do you mean there's no assigned units? There, they're assigned. Oh. Okay. Try that again. Okay, got them selected. Do that. Do that. Go. Just go. Okay. All right, you're starting to piss me off. Screw that. Just attack here. All right, well, you know what? We're just going to have to not worry about that, I guess, for right now. I mean, maybe I'll do a naval invasion with these guys once I get the opportunity. All right. You go in there. You go there. Everyone else. You just go in there, so that is done. You go there. I would like one motorized division to strategically redeploy over here. And then we'll just like ride through here and get all this stuff. Rest of you, that isn't that one division are going to strategically redeploy over here. And everybody else that isn't near enough is going to strategically redeploy over here. And you're going to move. Okay, let's do that. Alright, we're making good progress to defeating the Italians. We need more mechanized stuff, and I do have factories to do that. There we go. Still bombing going on of convoys, but that is... Alright, well this is just going to be annoying, I bet. This combat. Oh, and I have dockyards too. I guess I need more convoys. There we go. And we do need more resources. Yeah, holy crap, do we need resources. And what else we got? Tungsten. And we have one more need. And that is oil. Okay. United States, we need more oil. Send. Okay. I don't know how we have any more civilian factories left after all that trading we've been doing. And I have repaired all of the military factories, at least the ones that were damaged at the time that I made that choice. Okay, we're winning there, but it'll take a while, I guess. Oh, you know what? Do that. Cut those bastards off. Don't think they have a port or anything. I mean, I might get cut off trying to do something like that, but... You know what? I'm confident that the rest of these units that are down here can take care of this stuff. I'm going to have everybody else strategically redeploy on this port. And we're going to get the heck out of here, and we're going to kill Turkey. And we'll send these tanks to do this stuff. So, how about you guys just go all the way over here. And then come down, and we'll get the rest of the provinces that you need to get to finish that stuff off. And you have captured this port. Murder that guy. Okay. Just strategic deploy there. That makes everything quicker. You strategic deploy here. And with the aid of the British here, we should be able to finish off the Italians, in my opinion. Okay. Looks like the Canadians tried something over here. And then once these guys are all where they need to be, I'll make a new army, and we'll send them along. Naval invasion. Doesn't matter where they go. I could send them here. As long as we get some kind of front going. Either that, or maybe I don't even have to do that. Maybe I just do this instead. Because this, there's no direct path. There can't be. If there is a direct path, then I'll take it, of course. But to allow me to... Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, well, we'll strategically redeploy then. To... here. Yeah, I thought there was a direct path. That's fine. We'll take what direct paths we get. Okay, so we've got that tech done. And it is still 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. I guess at this point, I am just going to do a doctrine if I haven't already started. There we go. Oh, we are fighting here. My bid to try and cut things off didn't really work. Well, maybe it will. 2 divisions on 1. It looks like I'm winning. Oh. Okay. Fine with me, I guess. Ah, good. Some of these divisions are ones that are actually in useful territory. So you guys, how about you join the army with the rest of these guys? And yeah, that's fine. Capture that. That will be useful. You come in there. Okay, that's not going to work. I'm just going to have to back off. Hello? There you go. Definitely need a port, though. And that's a naval invasion. Follow up. Okay. Go there. You're going to come in here. Okay, so an attack here. Okay, we've got a port. That helps. Come over here. And once this guy gets back some organization, we'll go in here and fight. You know what? These guys are going to be cheeky and try and take one of these away. So, okay. Let's push here. These guys should be weak. Matter of fact, let's just stick with both of these guys, because this is going to be an important area to hold, because it does give us supply routes. Okay. Got an assault here. Let's cut them off. We can. We'll go here, and then we'll fight here. You guys come across here. And you guys come in here. All right. You can join that army. All right. Pretty happy with the progress we're making here. All right, so these guys are not doing so hot right now. So what is going on over here? How are we losing so bad? We should have air superiority and a whole bunch of stuff in our favor. Okay. I think you should continue to push up here. Once these tanks get involved, we'll be doing a lot better. Oh, here comes the Soviet Union rolling in. All right, so let's go back down. And it looks like I'm being attacked. Which is fine. You can go here, then there, then there. You can go there. You're done being attacked, so you can attack back. We're about to take this port. Alright, you're done with your movement over here. Oh, this tank never got deployed, huh? No. Do it like this. You can go over there too, I guess. And then we'll Send you down with the rest of the folks there to finish off the Italians. Okay. Don't think I can really get... These guys just need to hold out for reinforcements. Alright, well, just chill then. How am I losing this fight? I don't really know. What I am going to do... Start moving these guys, though. Get in there. Oh. Here's some Dutch troops. You can join this army. And you can strategically redeploy your ass over here. Okay. Alright, now I got you from a few different angles. Let's get in here. 5 divisions on 3. Oop. Beat the Soviet Union to Aleppo here. This is, I think, my territory originally anyway. Am I capturing stuff for the Soviet Union, or did they beat me there? I'm going to assume they beat me there. You know, I need to talk to the Soviet Union here. And get some military access. So we don't have supply and other things issues. Alright. Let me have all you guys. And just go right straight for Ankara, I guess. I mean, Turkey's gonna fall. The Soviet Union's gonna see to that. Japan is losing some territory to the Soviet Union. There was a lot of Allied presence in China, but I don't know where it went. Because it's not there anymore. And we got research. You know what? It is getting to 43. So I'm going to just work on some of these things. Yeah, Turkey's capitulated. So that is the last of the baddies. I'm going to assume this is still counted as enemy territory, though. You can go over there. Alright, well, that's it. And all we have left is Italy over here, who's pretty much done for. As a matter of fact, I'm moving through the last of their territory right as we speak. And I'm going to let this episode play out until we've beaten the Italians, but there's really not much left of them. It's just a matter of moving troops in and taking them out. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to worry about the factories and the research and other things that are going on right now. We've managed to take all this territory here. And we've knocked out all of Germany's allies. This is pretty much, I think, going to be the end of the series. As I said, there's just Japan left, but it's very doubtful that they'll be able to hold out against all of these different nations at war with them. So really, all that's left is Italy. And I'm not sure where these Italian troops are going, but let's just go ahead and move over here. Make sure we finish off the last of them. But this has been an enjoyable series overall. We started off with me having no experience. A lot of mistakes were made, I'll admit. Not knowing how to do naval invasions, not knowing how to do strategic redeployment for quite a few episodes. Those were mistakes I obviously made, and I freely admit. But again, it just coming in with no experience of the game and just having to figure it out is where a lot of that is at. I would say the real key to this whole campaign was the Italian capturing Italy. And I think a lot of that was due to the inadequacies of the AI during the launch of the game. For some reason, the Italian AI just pulled all its units off of my border and gave me almost no resistance, and I just swept through Italy because they sent almost all their troops down to Africa, if I remember correctly. So, obviously that is a failure of the AI that I think has been fixed at this point. Now, the AI still has deficiencies, but I think it will get better as more and more patches happen and the game continues to get improved. And here we have one more province that the Italians hold on to take, and then that will be pretty much that. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and the series overall. I've definitely enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun playing as France, and there's a lot of things, I learned about the game. There's a lot of things I'd probably do different if I had to do it over again. But that's a lot of the fun of playing games like this. And, things aren't going to exactly happen the same way every time you play. Like, I didn't really expect Turkey to get involved in the war, but they did anyway. But yeah, I definitely see there room for improvement of the game from its launch. And there we go. There's the last of the Italian holdings. So, I think this is going to be the end of the series. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.